Practice day for PawPaw Lake for stop number, I believe, 10 of the Michiana Fishing League, my tournament trail. So let's see how this goes. Well, I'd say that's a good start to the morning. Frog eater down the face.
Who can stand and testify that I will not be complacent. I will not stay stuck. I will not stay stagnant because my God has more purpose in store for me. Not only does company shape your character, you want to get squares out your circle, but you also got to know that compromise breeds consequences. Compromise breeds consequences. It says this in the passage. I'm in the passage. It says, but a companion of fools suffers harm. You got foolish friends, harm is on the way. Foolish things on the way. Just keep on living. It's gonna happen. Compromise breeds consequences. When you're trying to live right, when you're trying to do the right thing, but you got the friends that's like, come on, just have another drink. Come on, just last Jada, just puff this little, come on, man. It's shorty, she bad, you know what I mean? You can sleep with her one more time. Ain't gonna be that bad. You already did it 3 times. Just go to do it 4th time, Oh, y'all too holy for that. Yep. Lie to somebody else. Because the truth of the matter is, you've been in a place where you've compromised, and that compromise breeds consequences that you're now sitting in. The hurt, the shame, the guilt you feel. Some of you almost had a panic attack trying to get to church because you're like, man, I might turn into a pillar of salt if I walk in church as bad as I've been. That's not how God treats us. God has welcome and open arms for those of us who compromise. And today, I'm trying to call you to not compromise anymore, because compromise is the soil that breeds consequences. See, foolishness is not just immaturity. It's a pattern of poor decisions rooted in pride and recklessness. Foolishness is not just immaturity. It's a pattern of poor decisions rooted pride and recklessness. I know. I was a fool. Y'all can laugh. I was a fool. But y'all was a fool too. And the truth is, you just got to be able to recognize when your foolishness is out of hand. Some of us don't know till the hand is gone. But I remember, because I was in middle school, right? Foolishness. Foolishness, Wendy. Foolishness. I'm talking about, so we had these rival middle schools. I got rivalries out here too, like rivalry schools and stuff. You know, which I had the Scots,
Number
Pirates,
2.
the Indians.
Good.
Yeah.
2.5, 3-pounder.
In Anderson, man.
Real fat.
What kind of rivalries y'all got going on here? The Pirates? The Indian? Okay, anyway. Our rivals were not about mascots. Our rivals was just because it was a school down the street. It was a middle school. We was a middle school. Didn't play no games against each other, none of that. We just hated each other. Why? I don't know. But I had some friends, Mike J and Mike C.
2 3/4.
Mike J was my homie.
In the yard, and she would dream of one day, till the world came around and took her dreaming away. Told her how to dress and act and smile. She's an Oklahoma smoke show. He's an asshole from back home. She'll never make it out alive. Small vices kill your big dreams. drunk to drive. Lucky number 7 in my red Solo. Hey there, darling, won't you love me down? I'm 51 miles out in interstate now. I just decided I ain't keeping quiet and I'm free. I lost my family to a bad disease. I got a mean gene in my family tree. It grows in grandfather and his daughters and me, you see. And I wanna stay humble, I wanna stay hungry, I wanna hear my father say that he loves me. I never gave a shit about being arrogant anyway. So hold on tight, 'cause I'll be working overtime. They told me that I couldn't and I shouldn't even try. Ever since I was a child, working for a while, overtime. They said I was a wannabe cowboy from a cutthroat town, with tattooed skin and nobody around. Your songs sound the same, you'll never make a name for yourself. But I've been scraping by my whole damn life, and granddaddy worked a double till the day he died. Said never let this world's earthly pride get you down. No matter who you know, no matter what you do, I'll become what I deserve when it's all through. And you'll be there asking yourself why.
They're going on today. That one.
On time, 'cause I'll be working overtime. They told me that I couldn't and I shouldn't even try. Ever since I was a child, been working for a while, overtime. call me when you wake up. Tears smeared from your makeup. We're here in the wake of a fire burning down all around. And I feel crossing my mind like these white roads. Memories of love too wild to hold. Free river well, the stars burn bright on a moonless night. Black water goes slipping past the bridge. Smell the rain rolling on a cool west wind. Hear the coyotes chipping in the ridge. And I think it might be time to sell this place and go somewhere where I might forget your face and free your river blue, Palomino gold, crossing my mind like these white roads. Memories of love too wild to hold. Free your river blue, Palomino would your hair roll free when you lift your eyes? Would they be the same? Free your river blue. Free your river crossing my mind like these white roads. Memories of love too wild to hold. Free your river
Getting pretty good at this whole scoping thing. Getting pretty good at this. That's a tank for this lake. That's giant.
So we can actually begin to answer the questions that some of you, many of you perhaps, have been asking AI to answer. And the truth of the matter is those answers can only come from God. Those answers can only come from the Word of God. And those answers come from your Savior, Jesus Christ. And so what we've been looking at is something incredible. And before I go any further, can you help me welcome all the first-time guests who are here? Let's make some noise for them. To all of you who are watching online, let's make some noise for them as well. They stayed home. Hopefully they're praying because there's a game 7 tonight apparently somewhere. Y'all excited about that? Yes! Okay, all right, cool. Well, hey, anyway, so here's the thing. So just to get you up to speed with where we've been, week one of the questions that we looked at was, what is the meaning of life?
Oh, that's...
What's the meaning of all this?
That's such a good feeling.
What's the meaning of life?
Oh,
what's the purpose of me living? What's the purpose of me
Dense, large
existing? What is this? What is this life about? If you want to hear more about that, go look at week one. Week two, we talked about what is true joy.
Jigs down the face.
Because joy is something that should be a fleeting thing like happiness, but joy is something that emanates from the inside.
Oh yeah.
And then we asked the question,
right in that soft
week
part.
3, why am I here?
Oh yeah.
So many of you,
5.
whether you're asking that question right now, somebody must have asked that question before, apparently. What's the meaning of life? And here's the thing. These questions are questions that only God can answer. And guess what? God has given us answers, but sometimes we get so caught up in trying to acquire information. We get caught up in our own insecurity about the knowledge that we think we lack. We get so caught up in trying to acquire
You don't catch these little
information,
rats as often.
data, so that we can feel more comfortable, confident, and competent about decisions we're gonna make in order for us, here's the thing, that we believe
can
can
get
transform our lives. It can't. It won't. But if you really want to see true transformation, you have to be in real relationship with your Creator. If you ever want to get the most out of anything,
He was saying from before. He starts out by saying like, God, this is uncomfortable. Can you take this away? And now he's saying he actually is delighting in it. He's delighting in insults and hardships. Like, I'm telling you, I think that God's grace is the only thing that can make someone say something like this. Like, there's not many people that would delight in that. But what we see that he started to do is forgo his own favor. And that's what we have to do. We have to forgo our own favor. Everyone say forgo. It means we're not going to put it at the front. We're not going to put it at the front. What I've been convicted of recently is that my prayer life actually consists a lot of just me praying things to make me more comfortable. I think like, oh, well, I don't really know what step to take next. So God, can you just show me the next step so that I don't have to step out in faith? Or, oh, I don't know how I'm going to pay my bills. So can you just give me some money so that I can just not have to worry about it and I can just pay my bills? I'm not saying these prayers are bad, but part of what I'm doing, I see the heart posture behind it, and I can see that, man, I'm not actually praying for God to be glorified. I'm praying for just my own comfort. But what starts to happen when we realize that God's grace is sufficient for us, that it covers us no matter what, we can start to forego our own favor. And what I realize is that grieving my defective plan creates room for God's divine plan. And that as I start to just grieve the fact that, you know what, it's probably not going to happen in the way that I hoped it would happen, then it starts to create room in our hearts for God's grace to come in. So we have to forego our own favor. And once we stop just obsessing over the fact that our own plan would happen and we start to forego that, then our heart will start to turn towards others. And so I want to jump down to verse 14. I want you to see what he says at the end of this chapter. He says, now I am coming to you for the third time, and I will not be a burden to
Fat
you.
sucker on a drop shot.
I don't want what you have.
Built how the Northern
I
Strange
want
should be.
you.
My reasons why I give you all I got on my life. All the love that I got left, down to my last dying breath. Take this beating heart right out of my chest.
Alright, well, that's been my practice video. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you learned something. Hope you kind of understand how I go about breaking down a body of water that I already have experience on, but maybe not a time of year I'm really good at. You know, those deep offshore stingy fish. So hope you guys learned something like I did today, and see you in the next one.